a high temp of 71 at Busch Field, so just a little bit above average. We finally broke our cool streak that we've been on over the past 5-6 days, so it was feeling pretty good out there. And we really didn't see much rainfall at all. Current look at our radar network showing just some cloudy skies, mainly south and east of I-20. If you're north or west of Augusta, you're not really seeing much in the way of cloud cover out there. But as we continue into later tonight, likely we'll bring in more clouds towards daybreak Friday. But honestly, most of the rain expected to stay away from us. We're not really anticipating a ton of rainfall over the next couple of days. You can see this area of low pressure just off the Florida coast and in the Gulf of Mexico. So these two systems is going to gradually drift off towards the northeast and still bringing us some cloud cover Friday. But this cold front that's well up into the plains, that's what's actually going to push through by Friday night and really dry us out heading into the weekend. And even with that frontal passage tomorrow night, not necessarily expecting a ton of rain with it. So taking you through your hour-by-hour forecast for tonight into tomorrow, low temps going to stay pretty mild. Will most likely only drop to the 50s heading towards sunrise Friday. We'll see some sun at times Friday, but generally partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be warm again, most likely at least mid-70s for high temps across the area tomorrow. And you can see not much rain in store, especially as we head through at least the first part of our Friday afternoon. As we head into Friday night, you can see that front now crossing the western North Carolina mountains, showing up for us just a little bit before sunrise Saturday. And by the time it reaches us, not really expected to be much. So right now, I would definitely keep all your outdoor plans over the next couple of days. You can see Saturday morning is going to remain mild, temps in the 50s and 60s the first part of the day, and a beautiful afternoon Saturday across the southeast. We should actually see mostly sunny skies and highs in the 70s for us here in Augusta, Athens, Clemson, Columbia. We do have a couple of big games this weekend. Georgia is heading up to Knoxville. That's going to be a 3:30 kick. That will be the coolest game out of these fours. Also a 3:30 kick for Clemson against UNC. And then the night games will actually be in Bobby Dodd and Williams-Brice. So Carolina taking on Kentucky. Temps will be in the low, near 60 degrees around kickoff for that game. And then at Bobby Dodd, Tech is taking on Syracuse, taking on the Orange Men. They'll be in the 50s there in Bobby Dodd as they kick off around 8 o'clock Saturday night. So rain chances fairly low for Friday. Cannot rule out maybe a stray shower, but looks to be a low chance for most of us. You can see we do enjoy dry weather all weekend long, but heading into early next week, just before Thanksgiving, we do bring back our next rainmaker. So good chance for rain by next Tuesday. Here's your day planner tomorrow, waking up in the 50s, afternoon highs in the 70s. You can see cloud cover should be expected most of the day, anywhere from partly to mostly cloudy skies. So wouldn't be surprised if we see some sun, just not expecting it to be a bright sunny day all day long. Friday evening for those high school football games, we got playoff action going on across the area. Kickoff temps should be near 60 and then only falling a couple degrees during game time. So not going to see a big temperature drop out there tomorrow evening. Should be fairly comfortable. Weekend forecast looks great. We're actually timing out the best weather of the week for the weekend. Saturday, mid-70s with plenty of sun. Sunday, sunny skies, temperatures just slightly cooler, most likely staying in the upper 60s Sunday afternoon. But both days will be great for getting outside, enjoying outdoor plans. No rain in the forecast Saturday or Sunday. The latest drought monitor was issued this morning, and it does show that we are starting to form a fairly bad drought in the northern CSRA. You can see a severe drought actually for northern stretches of Lincoln and McCormick County. That flood really gets worse the further you get into North Georgia and the upstate of South Carolina. Now for us here in Augusta and most of the southern CSRA, no drought conditions whatsoever. We've actually seen normal to, if not even above normal, rainfall for those areas over the last month or so. So latest update didn't really show us forming a new drought across most of the region. Now here's our rain chances moving into next week. You can see a good bit of rainfall does show up by next Tuesday, so that's going to be our next area of low pressure. That will bring us the opportunity for some rain, mainly during the day Tuesdays. Some of it could show up late into Monday night, but this will be a fairly potent cold front. Right now we're not calling for thunderstorms, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we do hear some thunder with these downpours ahead of this front next week. Temperatures will be in the 60s as that rain continues to fall Tuesday. And then behind that front, by the time we get to Turkey Day next week, it actually looks pretty good. We should actually see temps be a little bit below average, highs near 60 next Thursday for Thanksgiving, and morning temps should be chilly in the 40s, but not a bad forecast whatsoever. So we're hoping this does stay steady heading into next week. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Remember that 20% chance of rain Friday, really just to be on the safer side. I'm not expecting much rain out there tomorrow. Beautiful weekend on tap, mid-70s Saturday, upper 60s Sunday, and then once again by Tuesday next week, that appears to be our next high rain chance across the area. But by next Thursday for Thanksgiving, looking great out there with temperatures just a little bit cooler than average. But hopefully you have a great night. We're still working to get these technical difficulties figured out, and we should be good to go by News 12 at 11.